but how will all of these cues impact our own markets? We have our research team joining in with how the trade setup looks like and the stocks that are likely to be in the news and the F&O setup for the day. I'll first take you through what happened in yesterday's session and some of the cues that you need to watch out for today. Until 2 p.m. yesterday, we had a pretty decent session, but for the Nifty at least, in the last 90 minutes, we saw a sharp reversal from the highs of the day. We made an intraday high of 23,110 and we reversed from that almost 200 points, closing below the mark of 23,000. So that was the Nifty. The fact that we ended close to the lowest point of the day, and that may not please the bulls, and you might continue to see some jitters like that until we head to the Lok Sabha election results on the 4th of June. But the index that stood tall yesterday, and it has been doing so over the last couple of sessions, is the Nifty Bank. And at one point, it almost looks like it conquered the 50,000 mark yesterday itself. But even just like the Nifty, it saw some selling pressure at around levels of 49,600. But two positives that come from that: it managed to close in the green with substantial gains, unlike the Nifty, which ended in the red, and it also managed to hold on to the 49,250 mark on the downside. The India VIX continues to rise as well. It was up another 6% yesterday, closing higher in the mark of 23. And that was a factor. The volatility in the markets will continue to rise, as the experts are suggesting, as we count down to the election results. Some sectoral outperformers: the PSU banks did very well yesterday. Despite the sell-off in the broader markets, the realty index also did very well. Now, earnings season, we are down to the final few, the fag end of the result season for this quarter, and stocks like LIC that reported results after market hours, that will be reacting to its results. Stocks like Nalco, NMDC, those stocks will also be reacting to their results today. Some important earnings they're reporting today as well. Some major broader market names like Aditya Birla Fashion, there is IRCTC, there is Amara Raja. So all of these stocks will be reporting their results today. And so it's a day of block deals. It's been a while since we reported that. There are multiple stocks which will see block deals today. Stocks like Concord Biotech, Timken India, Inox Wind, all of them will see block deals. So no overnight cues because of the US markets being shut. Asia is flat. The GIFT Nifty is also indicating a flat start. But as I mentioned, it's the day of block deals. And for all of that, we head over to Sudarshan, who would highlight the stocks that you need to watch out for aside of these block deals as well. Sudarshan, good morning.
Good morning, Harma. So as you said, we are in the last leg of earnings season. So we'll start. Two metal companies have reported earnings. We'll start with Nalco. Has reported a good set. It has reported highest quarterly EBITDA in last 2 years. It has come at rupees 1108 crore against pool of 945 crore. NMDC revenue was in line, but EBITDA has missed estimates by 16%, and this miss is on higher royalty and other expenses. Royalty as a percentage of sales has increased to 47% against 40% to 45% seen in the same quarter last year. Life insurance company LIC has reported earnings which were largely better than estimates. Total APE was up 11% year-on-year versus estimate of 4% growth. Value of new business has slipped 2% and margin has fallen 215 bips year-on-year. AstraZeneca, it was operationally weak Q4. EBITDA is down 18%. Margin has fallen 800 bips year-on-year. Natco Pharma earnings have missed estimates, but Revlimid contribution has aided earnings year-on-year. EBITDA has come in at 497 crore against estimate of rupees 524 crore. Now coming to stocks in news, start with Adani Energy. Company is looking to raise up to 12,500 crore in one or more tranches, and this fundraising will be via equity issuance, QIP or other permissible mode. And Adani Enterprises board is meeting today to consider fundraising. Timken, sources have promoted Timken Singapore is likely to sell 6.6% equity via block deals, and deal size likely seen at 1,775 crore, and floor price is at a 10% discount to CMP of rupees 3,550 per share. Last is Concord Bio. Sources say Ontario INC may sell 3.4% equity via block deals, and offer size seen at 468 crore, and floor price is likely at rupees 1,320 per share, which is at a discount of almost 8% to closing price of yesterday.
Earnings, reactions, block deals, it promises to be an action-packed session. Sudarshan, thanks a lot for that. And lastly, Mangalam now joins in with cues from the F&O space. Mangalam, good morning. Ended near the lows of the day, did the Nifty, but what's the F&O cues looking like?
Well, if you take a look at the F&O cues, they are speaking about some bit of volatility range after a big up move that we've seen already. So if you just take a look at the last hour, both the Nifty as well as the Nifty Bank did sell off. But that's nothing really to worry about because the broader markets continue to outperform, and that typically happens when the street believes there's limited downside for the frontline indices. It's ahead of elections, it's the expiry week, etc. as well. So volatility is likely to spike, and that was reflected in the kind of move that we saw in the India VIX as well. That should come up for you on the screen. The India VIX actually saw a spike of almost almost 7% in yesterday's trading session. Well, the Nifty Bank, what was very interesting is that even if it's outperforming, yesterday's high on the Nifty Bank was perilously close to a previous record high. So for the Nifty Bank to sustain above that, it has to actually go past its previous record high and sustain there itself. Not much action in terms of cash market, but net flows were positive. What continues is the FII purchase in index futures. Yesterday as well, they bought about 2,600 crores, where there were about 2,600 long positions added, but shorts, 35,000 short contracts were covered. In last 3 sessions, the FIs have covered nearly 1,05,000 short contracts, added about 1,25,000 long contracts. And if you just take a look at the FII exposure now, after many, many months, we've seen the FIs turn net long on index futures. So in just last 4 trading sessions, the longs have increased from 31% to 52%, and the net contracts have gone down from 2.19 lakh short contracts to about 22,000 long contracts. So that's the kind of delta that we've seen in just the last 4 trading sessions. The 23,000 put on the Nifty extremely active, telling you there is support around 22,850, and on the way up 23,000 call and 23,100 calls equally active as well, making yesterday's high the first point of resistance. Just watching out a couple of stocks, we have Biocon, which has re-entered F&O ban in yesterday's trading session, and additionally 4 stocks have come out of F&O ban, of which there are Bandhan Bank, India Cements, Nalco as well as Punjab National Bank.
As we draw closer to the expiry, stocks coming out of the F&O ban. Mangalam, thanks a lot for the F&O update this morning. Some